So whenever I meet anyone new, I love to introduce myself as a native New Yorker. There are not many of us around here in New York City, but I think being a New Yorker has really shaped me into the person that I am today. I love my city, and I hope and all my fellow co-members will feel the same. I grew up in Lower Manhattan, in an area in Tribeca, which really wasn't quite as well known when I was growing up, in the sense that it wasn't a neighborhood as popular as it is today. Growing up, I lived approximately 4 blocks from the Twin Towers, and that was kind of the point of reference for me growing up. Um, I'd say I had a really fun childhood filled with lots of friends, family. My family is originally from Cuba, so I am a part of my first generation American. Um, Went to Catholic school growing up. I went to an elementary school for K through 8 that was located about a mile away from where I grew up, which was in Little Italy. I think that school setting where I spent 7 years had a huge impact into the kind of person I am today, in the fact that it really was a perfect representation of what New York City is. People from all walks of life, students from neighboring Chinatown, Little Italy, Lower East Side. I think probably every type of New Yorker was there. There were foreign-born kids. There were kids who were first generation like myself. There were kids who were fifth generation Italian Americans who had been in that neighborhood. So um, I'm really grateful to the kind of upbringing I had. When I was for high school, I went to an all-girls high school as well in Manhattan. During the years from middle school to high school, had some challenges in my life, as most people do. I lost my mom to cancer when I was 12 years old, which was a difficult, very difficult time. However, I was blessed and fortunate to have a dad who was amazing and served as father, mother, sister, brother, best friend. So those years were really made um, special. And although I went through a difficult time, I feel that it really impacted who I am today. One of the best things that my father did was always instill in me a love of education. He was a proud American who came to this country when he was 18 years old and fought in World War II. And he would always say that this country was the only place on the planet where you could go from a generation of not having education to being a doctor, a lawyer, following your passion, doing whatever it is you wanted to do. So my passion was journalism. I studied journalism at NYU, which was fantastic. I had a great career in media and in corporate communications. My family and I moved for work, for both my husband and my work, to Mexico City 8 years ago, which really changed my perspective on pretty much everything for the better. It was a wonderful, wonderful experience. At this point, I already had 2 kids who I love very dearly. And I think that as a mom, moving to another country with my family was pretty amazing. Moving back to New York, really thought long and hard about what I wanted to do. And I decided that teaching was something that I'd always kind of had in the back of my mind as something that I wanted to do. And again, after having an amazing career and interviewing celebrities, the president, all kinds of really great things. It really, for me, was a moment to do something new. And so I'm so happy to be part of TFA, to be starting this new chapter in my life. I hope to be able to impact kids and really instill in them what was always instilled in me as a child, that with education, your dreams can come true. That whatever it is you do, you must do it with a passion, with a love. But more importantly, I want my students to know that they can follow their passions and follow their dreams no matter what obstacles they have in their way. That's the kind of teacher I want to be, and that's the kind of mother I strive to be each and every day.